back again. You can follow me at brianference.com, magamindpodcast.com, on Truth Social at Brian Ference, and on Gab at BrianFE, and on Twitter at BrianFerence1. Sorry about the different usernames. I just want to make it hard to find me for you. Anyways, I am back again. Today I am doing some kind of technical work. Not really going to show you what I'm doing. I'm just going to do it and then comment a little bit. But I'm just going to keep streaming while I do this. So I'll kind of tell you, without telling you what I'm doing, I'll tell you some things about it. Let's see. All right. So one of the things you can do is you can host a server and have a domain and email, and you can have it on that web server, or you can point that mail server to another service provider, for example, Proton Mail, and you can host your domain-based email on Proton Mail. So that's what's going on. Again, I'm not going to show anything, just talking generalities. But oops. So the way you would do that is you'd log into Proton Mail. I believe you have to have a paid account for domain-based hosting. Otherwise, it's free. And then let's see if I have the right login to do that. I think I do. So we'll just wait and see. Okay. Yeah, so I logged in, and in Proton Mail, there's a bunch of different services. They have Proton Wallet, which is cryptocurrency, Proton Pass, which is passwords, Proton VPN, which is a virtual private network, Proton Drive, which is like a cloud drive, Proton Calendar, which is a calendar, and Proton Mail. I've been using it for years. In this case, I'd want to go to Proton Mail. So I got a little bit of dust and stuff in my eye from allergies, I think. Let's see. All right. Then once you're in Proton Mail, you want to take a look at the settings. There's a gear icon at the top, and I believe it's under all settings. And then a bunch of things open on the left side. And one of them is domain names under organization. And there's a bunch of domain names in there. And under one of the domains, I actually wanted to go to redirect to the other one. I notice it doesn't have any kind of domain authentication, which is be like the MX, SPF, DKIM authentication. So I want to actually go look at the host. Where did I save that? Maybe here? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to save my information properly. So that's important to save your files and your file names. Okay. So I'm saving that host, which is at a domain DNS provider. I won't say which one. And then I'm going to log into there. Again, sorry you don't get to see this, but too bad. Have some water. All right, I'm going to log in here. Username and password. Might have a two-factor authentication. We'll see. Oh. Let me just hit continue to account. Let's see what happens. All right. Boom. Got in there without it. And then when I look up a certain domain, man, my internet is slow today. Or maybe it's just this server. Go under domains. That's interesting. And they always move stuff around on me here. All right, I'm going to go to the domain dashboard. All right. I found the one I'm looking at. I'm going to manage that domain. Excuse me. Wonderful. They've completely changed the interface on this everywhere. Oh, it's very strange. Okay, I want the domain. I want to manage the DNS specifically. And now I'm managing the DNS. And I want to do an SPF record, so I'm going to click on. Yeah, SPF record. So I'm going to add a text DNS entry. The host name is going to be @ and then there's going to be a value. So I want to add a new record. Type is going to be text. Name is going to be @ value. And then the TTL is how long it refreshes. It's in seconds. So I'm going to set it to like the minimum value is 600 seconds. I'm going to make it 600 seconds because I want it to refresh right away. Added that. So I added that SPF record. I'm going to hit next. And then it wants me to add a DKIM, which is a CNAME. So I'm going to add a new record. In the drop down, I'm going to select CNAME. And then I'm going to, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do that name, that value, that name, that value. And again, I want to do the TTL to 600 seconds, which is the slowest or the fastest. Sorry, I was out in the garden, so my allergies are bugging me now. Gotta take a shower. And the third CNAME and value is now in there. Boom. Save the records. Oh, one of them missed the CNAME in the dropdown. Save the records. What? My second one missed the copy and paste. Come on. Bam. Save. All right, I'm going to have to blow my nose for a second here. Sorry about that. That's reality for you. All right, I'm hitting next, and it wants me to add a DMARC value, which is another text record. So I'm going to add a record, text record, DMARC value, copy that, paste that, custom 600 TTL, save. Man, I'm getting a lot of text. All right, done. So I'm going to try and refresh this. Let's see what happens. I'm going to blow my nose again. I'll do it off camera this time. Allergies. What are you going to do? All right, let me see if I can review this. Next. Ooh, did I add the MX records? Don't think so. Let's see if it has MX records. It does not. Let's add the MX records. So MX. Excuse me. Ooh, priority 10. So the MX records do have a priority. I'm saying 1, 2, priority 10. Not going to answer that. What the? Not going to answer that. And we do another MX record. Same host name. This one's priority 20. Different value. Is it the same? Yeah, they're pretty much the same. TTL of 600. Save the records. Now it says most DNS records take an hour, some take 48 hours. Hopefully with the TTL it'll be slower. The DMARC's already been verified, it looks like. Let's refresh. Yeah, the other ones, they're going to need to verify. It's going to take a while. Now, I want to make sure that the domain's going to forward. I do see that there's some addresses here. This is interesting. The last time I did this, I was able to click on it. All right. I'm going to review it again. I'm going to go to addresses. It says there's already 6 in there. Seems strange that they're not being used. Let me look at the users and addresses. So Okay. Some of them are set up. What's going on here? That might have done it. Forward and auto reply. Let's see if I can add a forwarding rule. So that's not going to work. All right, let me just take a look at this. So let's see. So I'm doing a search on forwarding the domain. There's some settings or some instructions. It says create an alias. Go to Proton aliases. Create a new alias using your custom domain based on create an alias. All right, I'm going to ask if this was done because if this alias step wasn't completed, it might need to be done. All right, let me send a text message on this. All right, I just sent the instructions on how to create an alias. I think one has to be created for each domain. So I was getting blown up on text there. Oh, I see someone is messaging me. Let's see. On Rumble. I'm going to respond. Here, let's see. Let's put the chat overlay on there. There's Sky and Jesse. Hey, Sky and Jesse. Thank you for the flag comment. I'm going to respond. on Rumble, looks like. Dark MAGA hat, yep. Make America Great Again. Let's see. Ooh, and I was just informed that there's a cool stock that I own. It's called Bito, B-I-T-O, and it pays dividend. It's based on Bitcoin, sort of. It's more complicated than that. Bitcoin futures, really, and its dividend increased from 36 cents per share to 54 cents per 0.545, almost 55 cents a share. So that's awesome. So thank you, Sky and Jesse, for that heads up. Sweet. My wife is asking me to make dinner. Good thing I have those sweet potatoes in the oven. There's leftovers, actually. I made spaghetti last night, so spaghetti is. But that reminds me, I should place a order here for something. Let me do that. All right, let me close this other stuff down. I'll share my screen and talk to you about Bito. I think in order to share my screen properly, I'm going to have to enable the OBS and the OBS virtual cam. So let me do that. Start that virtual cam. And let me switch cameras. That went black. What happened? What happened? Stop virtual cam. Start virtual cam. Nope. Didn't want to do it, huh? What do we got? What do we got? What's going on? Let me go back to this. Whoa. Let me stop that virtual cam. I don't think it likes it when I turn the camera on and off midstream, so I guess I can't do that. Let me take a screenshot. I'll do it that way. So I use a site for, oh, this is interesting. Some of these stores are rolling out AI shopping assistants. Let me ask it just a question. It says, what can I help you with today? What are you shopping for? So I'm going to say, I want grocery items that I love but haven't ordered for a while. See if it can figure that out. See if it's dumb or not. Oh, it crashed. It did. That was too hard of a question for it. That was stupid. Let me try that again. Let's see. Grocery items I love. That I haven't ordered in a while. All right, let's see if it crashes again or not. While it's doing that, I'm going to take a screenshot of Bito here, 2 screenshots, and then I'll share it. Yeah, this will be interesting because, oh, there's a ding. My sweet potatoes are done. All right, let me do that, and then let me go to the dividend. Okay, this AI is giving me some ideas, but its ideas are crap. Basically lettuce that has told me. So I'm going to thumbs down that. That sucked. Yeah, so that shopping AI is dumb. Dumb as a rock. All right, let me go to the dividend history on Bito. So it's an upcoming dividend, looks like. Oh, I'm not seeing it announced yet. The one that sent it to me saying that it's going to be announced probably tomorrow, but I don't see it yet. So I won't share that. But I will share the screen, the graphic that I took a screenshot of. All right. Let's make this full screen. All right. This is Bido. It's ProShares Bitcoin ETF. It's a little bit more complicated than that. But you can see the 1 year return is actually down 20%, which is interesting. But that does not take into account the dividends, which are pretty high. So most of the return on this are dividends. It was getting about a 5% dividend per month. That's dropped significantly. I believe it dropped to 1 or 2% this last month, but supposedly it's going to be up for the next month. Anyways, it's pretty good. Check it out. I'm going to stop showing that. Delete. What is this?
Before we went into lockdown, a boy in my class came up to me and said that his dad told him to stay away from Chinese people. After I told him that I was Chinese, he backed away from me. Eloise and I wrote the song based on that experience. So this is about him and all the other racist, sexist boys in this world.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4!
Mother love me long time. Sucky, sucky, fucky, fucky.
Oh my gosh, that's not appropriate. Whoa, that was a heck of a dub there. Oh man, I gotta be careful what I play without watching it first. Oh man, those guys. All right, so I'm gonna close that down. Where was I? I got distracted. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. There we go. I'm going to respond to him in the live chat again. Hilarious. What happens if I do this? Oh yeah. That was Sky and Jesse. He said, nice hat, nice flag. Boom. Thank you, sir. All right. What do we got? So I took care of that. Ooh, yeah, there's something else I was supposed to do. Yeah, I didn't get any responses. I sent some messages. Yeah, ask him again. I think that came in email, what I'm looking for. What is this? Whoa, there's a crazy video. It's like Sharia law in Texas. A lot of crazy things are happening in Texas. If you're in Texas, you need to pay attention to what is going on because you are going to lose the state of Texas. Passing laws that political memes are illegal. Sharia law in Texas. Man, wake up, Texans. Wake up. What is this? All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got to sign out of this Proton Mail account and go into another one. What is going on there? Got to take care of that. All right, I'm going to turn this live chat thing off. There we go. Oh, that'll teach me to try to log into Proton Mail in Chrome. I use the Brave browser all the time. It's much better. Gee whiz. All right. What is this? I got a bunch of June calendar invites. Let me take care of those first. Oh man. Oh goody, through iCloud. Love iCloud. Not. If you're using Apple, you shouldn't. What happened there? Yes. Fortunately, Proton Calendar integrates with all the other calendars, I believe. It's just a little wonky. You can RSVP on the top instead of actually in the email itself. So I'm going to do that. Boom, boom. Boom. Ooh, what's this? Run over. What does this say? This was at 2:08 p.m. I love reading contracts, don't you? How many pages is this? of a client. All right, I'm going to respond and say this one's a little bit too vague. How many pages is this? Jeez. Oh my gosh. All right, I guess we're going to have to print here. Let's see. 4, 6. All right, let me print. Pages 4 through 6. All right, let me print that, see how that goes. While we're waiting, make sure you visit realscottpressler.com. realscottpressler.com. All right, printing those pages now. All right, close that down. What is this nonsense? Jeez, they're pushing that hard. Hold on, I got some photos that just came in. Oh, that's a nice one. Pictures. Don't like that one as much. Gonna ruin all the photos. That's a nice one. I'm gonna send those through Signal. All right, I did that. Now, whoop, what's this? All right. I think I saved that. Whoa. Sorry, I'm saving a PDF now. Oh, I already saved that one. No, I don't need that then. Get away from here, PDF. All right. So let's see. Oh. Yeah, ask some questions that weren't answered. All right, let me get this contract. Let's see. All right. So let's see. I think I sent that in email. There it is. branch. I don't know the branch code. Oh, jeez. The Swift code. Is that the routing code? Too fucked up. I don't know why we're doing it this way with the branch name, Swift code, all that stuff. All now I gotta do two-factor authentication. It's wonderful. What a pain in the ass. Let's see. What? All right, let's see. Swift code. Let's see if I can get that. Okay, Swift code. Jeez. I don't know. I guess this is going to send the money to LA or something. Gee whiz. ISFC code? I don't know the answer to this question. I'm going to have to go in to the branch and say, like, give me this info. Stupid. That's dumb. All right. We are going to have to cut this off here because my wife's going to be home shortly. What are we at? Okay, that's not bad. AVG. If you use antivirus, use AVG free. I like that one. All right. Again, this is Brian Ference. You follow me next at Brian Ference1, BrianFerence.com, MagMindPodcast.com, on True Social at Brian Ference, and on Gab at Brian FE, and Rumble, which is different. Anyways, God bless.